Hey smokestack fans, Johnny C from New Jersey. All our past videos, basically we were focusing on restoring these old Onans, everything from RVs to the big diesels. Well, if you consider it a big diesel. This is a 12.0 DJC with a 15 kilowatt head. Anyway, I haven't had any projects in the past few months, so I decided to hook this thing into the house. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, well, in the past, whenever we had a power outage, I'm rolling these things up to the house, running extension cords in the house, the whole 9 yards. But I really never had a good way of feeding the house, and we don't like backfeeding. That's illegal. So what I've done, I decided to get my act together and install some generator interlock devices on the panel, run some 6.3G wire to the appropriate generator inlet boxes on the side of the house. This is considered a portable generator, probably the world's largest, I guess you could say, that could be rolled by a human being just barely. The total weight of this is probably about 800 pounds. It is on wheels, on a cart, the whole 9 yards. This is in one of my closer garages to the house, and my intent today is to run a test. Okay, as I mentioned, I got interlock devices on my panels. I got two panels, two 200 amp panels in the house, and I'm running each panel independent of each other. There was talk on the smokestack forum of basically running two interlock devices, one on each panel, using switches for 3-pole switches for neutral and ground and all that stuff. No, I don't want to get involved with that. Okay, I want to keep everything code compliant. So when we have an outage, I could actually run two generators. This is one of many that I got. But everything's all wired, and today we're going to test it. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to run some heavy duty lines. Okay, these right here in the picture are 6.3G wire lines that they use for RVs, the heavier ones. Got these on Marketplace. You could get them fairly cheap, people just wanting to dump their cords. I got two 50-footers. That's a 50-footer, that's a 50-footer. I believe that's 25 and 25. They do have the ends on them. Let's see if I can do this. Your standard 50 amp 12240. And of course this part right here is going to plug into the box on the outside of my house for the generator input. All right, all 50 amp, heavy duty. These wires, okay, these cables are outdoor rated. Again, these are used for hooking up your RV to your house power, whatever, generator, whatever. Similar to, I guess, dockside boats, okay, I assume, because I did see some marine cords as well. Same thing. All right, the best I could tell. Again, I get these on Marketplace real cheap, but just beware if you decide to do a project like this. Some sellers of these lines, they'll really jack up the prices too, to be almost like new. What do I pay, for example, for this 50-foot cord right here? All right, I paid about $80 roughly. Okay, I forget, because I'm buying each one's individually, and it's priced individually obviously too. But $80 for a 50-foot line of 6.3G. Okay, outdoor rated, whole 9 yards. Okay, so let me show you what I got going here. This generator is in my garage. Eventually I'm going to, I got a room on the other side of this wall right here. Okay, right now it's basically screened into the outside. It's going to be I'm going to say reconfigured a little bit, and my generator house is going to be behind the wall. Let's take a quick look. All right, by the way, some of you that have been following my posts on the smokestack forum, I'm doing this in phases. This is my, I guess you could say, last phase. All right, so let me just walk around here. I guess got to get around this boat. I'm going to show you what I got here. All right, so basically what I got here is a 12-foot by 8-foot room. Okay, it's all screened in. This has been here since probably the 50s or whatever, 60s. Let's see here. Use it basically just for storing tools and whatnot. Okay, on the other side of this wall is the main part of the garage where you just saw the DJC generator. So basically what I got here, beautiful concrete floor. They were going to flood. It's above the ground level. I do have tools in here. All these tools will disappear. They'll be going elsewheres. I got, let's see, I got 12 feet from here to here and 8 feet from here to here. All right, it's nice and dry. I put a new roof on it about 6 years ago, top of the line materials. They ain't gonna leak. So basically here what I have, okay, they're not 2x4 studs. I believe they're 1x2s. Let's take a look here. It's hard to see because obviously, you know, you've seen a video. With the price of lumber and everything else like that, I don't plan on ripping these walls down and putting new walls. Basically, I'm going to fill in between the studs here. I believe these are like 2 feet on center, or maybe more, maybe 3, whatever it is. But we're going to do a 12 on center with 1x2s. Put the T111 siding on the outside. Get the room basically built. Okay, as far as doors and whatnot, we're going to put a door closest to the house. You'll see, let's see if I can blow it up a bit. You can see those 2 little gray boxes right there. Those are my generator inlet boxes on the house that were installed. Good for up to 50 amps, 240. And this will be the next phase of the project. Okay, so hopefully once this room is all boxed in with the appropriate siding and whatnot, and a hole in the wall over here and a door over here, and whatever else is going to happen, there's got to be some ventilation, there's got to be exhaust and all that. My Onans, 2 of them at least, will be living in here, the DJC and probably the 7.5 JB, okay, gasoline, tri-fuel actually. We're doing this again as a portable setup, okay? I'm not digging lines, not installing gas, nothing like that, at least not now. I just need reliable power to the house when we have an outage. Again, I don't feel like rolling generators up to the house as I did in the past. I just rather run a line on the ground in the midst of winter. Okay, I could actually probably just leave that RV line, the black cable you just saw a few moments ago, stretch across the lawn on the ground if needed. Okay, there's no traffic that goes between where I'm standing now and those gray boxes way out yonder, if need be. And that's about it. So again, today we're going to do our first test. What are we going to do? Okay, well, we got a 2 family, 3 family, 4 family, whatever, multi-family house here. I'm gonna take down the first floor apartment, hopefully, if I don't get killed, from grid, and we will get it up on the generator and see what happens. Okay, I'll show you everything that we got in the basement. Okay, I'm just showing you the outside. I'm just panning around this room that will become what I call the generator house, and we'll go from there. So hang in there, let's get things hooked up, and I'll be back. Alright, we're not hooked up quite yet, but I just want to show you one thing, the distance between the future generator house and the house. I got my 50-foot line of RV cable hooked up. I just want to show you where we're ending. Right here, we're about 3 feet shy of reaching the place, but I got plenty of extensions. Alright. This is the connector we're using, all weather tight, everything else like that. Okay, for one apartment and the other. Hang in there. All right, for the sake of this demonstration, I had to connect a 25-foot RV cord, 50 amp cord to the 50-foot line to get it to the house, but we're all set. Just showing you our trail of wire. Put this connection here again. This is for demo purposes, and so we got about 75 feet between the generator and the generator inlet box. All right, so now this line will never be energized by the grid with that lockout device on the breaker box, which I'm going to show you in a minute. This will only be active when the generator is running, when we have a power failure. Alright, so pretty much this shows my setup on the outside. I could leave this like this right now for who knows how long, if I expect bad weather, just to get prepared. The generator here is totally protected from any weather element, and just a flick of the button and this thing starts, and a flip of the the breaker, the main breaker in the house, and the interlock device, and we're in action. Okay, so we're going to test it out in a minute. So we're going to go inside and see what we got going there. All right. All right, we're back. We're inside the house now. What I'm showing you is the two lines for the 6.3G run within the house. One line for one apartment and the other line for the other apartment. It goes out to those gray boxes that I just showed you. It gets all routed through here and everything else like that. Line goes all the way down to the far end of the basement. Oh yeah, those that were following my threads, we got our natural gas water heater now in place. That works fine and all. Anyway, we're coming to the breaker boxes. Here we are. We got two boxes right here. Each one feeds those generator outlets outside the house. We're only focusing on one of these today. So let me open one of these guys up here. This is for the first floor apartment. We're opening it up right here. And we have our interlock device and instructions of how to run this, okay, which we're going to follow to the T. Everything was installed to code, okay. Everything that you see has been approved. Okay, we also got one for here too. Totally separate, okay. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there was talk about running one generator to power both services, but then we ran into grounding and neutral issues, and there was talk about installing 3-pole switches and whatnot. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're running in the house, everything compliant, okay, so there won't be any question. All right, so we're not taking down the second floor. We're going to take down the first floor. Now, these lights, okay, to be honest with you, I don't know if this is running off the first floor or second floor, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the main breaker. I should probably get a flashlight, which I don't have. I guess I'm going to just wing this, okay? Sorry about the camera. I'm trying to hold this box door open. Okay, we got our 200 amp main breaker right here. And this is my generator breaker. There's no way I could turn on this generator breaker without lifting this bar, but as you can see, it's hitting the main breaker right here, which is on, okay? The only way that I could turn on the generator breaker is to flip this breaker off, lift this up, then I should have enough room to bring this 50 amp 2-pole breaker over, all right? And once this is up, there's no way I could turn on the main. So there's absolutely no way I could backfeed out to the pole, kill someone if somebody's working on the pole, or cause issues if the grid power comes on and I forget to turn off the main breaker during a power outage. So let's see, what's our instructions that we have here? All right, this all came with the kit. Okay, plug in power cord to generator to the inlet box. I did that. Start up generator and warm up, which I didn't do yet. We'll do that in a moment. Turn off all high load breakers. Okay, so basically on the first floor, only high loads is the stove and the dryer, okay, electric dryer, which I hope someday we'll convert that over to natural gas like all the other dryers in this house. We got 3 laundry rooms. Okay, so anyway, I know nobody's using the dryer. I doubt if anybody's using the stove. If so, tough luck. All right, so let's continue with the instructions before I kill the power and possibly go in the dark. Okay, so all right, turn off main breaker. Okay, so we're going to simulate the power failure by flipping off the main breaker. And then I'm going to move the number 5, move the interlock block main breaker. Whoops, let's get this in focus to turn on the generator breaker. All right, so if the generator was running after completing number 5, and I apologize about the focus. Come on, you stupid camera. We would have power to the house, but I'd rather start up the generator afterwards. Man, I'll tell you, this thing is not focusing good. I'd rather start up the generator, make sure everything's good on that end, and turn the switch on that end because I got breakers on the thing. So let's turn off this main breaker. Are we going to be in the dark? Yeah, we're in the dark. All right, so I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see if I could turn on. Let me do this. Give me a second here. Let's see if I get some lights here. Yeah, we're not going to get any lights. Okay, so we're trying our best here. So anyway, we got the main breaker off. Okay, and now I'm going to flip this up. All right, and I'm going to turn on the generator breaker. All right, so, geez, I wish I had light in this stupid place. Let's do this here. Now you know why I'm not doing this at night. Okay, let's see if this helps any. Yeah, I guess it does a little bit. Okay, so I got the generator breaker on, okay, because I lifted this thing up, and the main breaker, there's no way I could flip this on. Oh man, this really sucks. Okay, I'm trying to push this thing on here. There's no way I could get that on. All right, so anyway, we're good. So let me go back outside now, and once again, I apologize for this shitty video. But I think you get a clear understanding what's going on with the interlock device. So I'm going to go outside, start up the generator, warm it up, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the breaker on the generator to energize the house. Okay, and again, with this interlock device, there's no way I could backfeed out to the pole, cause any kind of conflicts. If there was a power failure and the grid power came back on while the main breaker was on and the generator is running, no possible way. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go back out. Hang in there 1 second. There's the light. It's a good thing I didn't do this at nighttime. All right, before I go out and turn on the main breaker, I just want to show you one thing here in this apartment. We do have these emergency LED lights that do go on when the power goes out.
Get on my channel, please.
All right, I'll get the power to you in a minute. Hang in there. All right, already getting complaints about no power. All right, we got these lights in various spots, okay, and at nighttime they really do a good job. All right, let me turn on the power outside. I'm already getting complaints, so hang in there. We'll get you power in a minute, okay? All right, hang in there. All right, we're back out here at the garage. I'm just going to turn off this main breaker right here, okay. We're going to start up this diesel. I gotta energize the glow plugs for about 30 seconds or so. It's summertime, so it shouldn't take all that much. Start her up, make sure everything is stabilized. We got our meters right here. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip the generator breaker on at the set, and it should energize the house, and I won't get any complaints until when I shut this down. All right, I wish I could show you the starter procedure on this generator, but I gotta actually do two switches. The glow plug switch and also the start switch, and I only got two hands. I'm holding the camera, so when we come back this thing should be running. Let's see if we got fuel on. Okay, again, this is a portable generator setup, probably the world's biggest 800 pounder. Hang in there, let's get this thing going. All right, we got the generator going. Very loud in there, so you're probably not going to be able to hear me. All right, I did flip on the breaker on the generator side. I can see I already got power. The little lights up the top of the steps are on. I'm going to show you the panel. Okay, you probably won't be able to hear me. Just show you what we're pulling, and we're going to go inside. Not really pulling much of a load at all right now, but we're going to go inside and start turning on some stuff and give this thing a test. Hang in there. All right, before going inside, I just want to show you the generator inlet boxes. As you can see, we got a green light there. Through the video, it shows us flashing, but if I pull the camera away, it's actually a solid light. So we do have power going into the house. Nice little feature of this box. What does it look like inside the box? Let me open this up, by the way. This is where the second floor. There's absolutely no power going into this. Again, it's totally separate, isolated from this guy right here. All right, let's go inside. All right, we're in the house. I turned on a lot of stuff already, off camera, lights, air conditioner. Now this is a 100-year-old house, okay? So we don't have central AC or anything like that. Everything's on in this apartment right now. Lights, all 9 yards, in all rooms. As you can see, the emergency lights are off, okay? The little red dot just indicates, hey, there is power. All right, okay. So you got power now to your TV, right?
I got my TV.
Okay, all right. You enjoy the TV, okay? All right.
Bad weather today.
You're gonna have bad weather? Maybe the power's gonna go out. Maybe the power's gonna go out. He's deaf. Okay, leave it on for a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, we got all the lights on, air conditioners, everything. All right. I don't hear the generator straining or anything like that. Let's go outside and take a look what we got on the control panels. I don't have any metering inside. Again, the run from the breaker box, the generator box, is pretty much a cable. Nothing in between that could violate code if there's one, you know, about, you know, whatever. So let's go back out to the generator and take a look. The only thing I don't have running is the electric dryer, okay, or the stove. We tried the stove, but when we do have a power outage, I will be shutting the stove off. Refrigerators are running. Freezer's running. I think that needs to be defrosted. Okay. Let's make sure the maybe I'll take some food out of here. Let's see, what do we got here? Maybe I'll take a water. Gonna go out the back way, they'll never see it. All right, so anyway, everything is running. Let me get out of here. All right, and let's go back to the generator and take a look what we got on the panel. All right, we're back out the generator. Since you probably won't be able to hear me with the noise and all that, as I just mentioned a few moments ago, we're going to take a look at the panel, see how many volts we're pulling, or producing I should say, how many amps is being consumed by the devices inside, whatever, refrigerators, lights, whatnot. The generator itself, not straining whatsoever. I turned on all the lights, everything inside in the first floor apartment except for the dryer, which is electric, and the electric stove. All right, let's go and take a look at the panel. There's hardly anything on here. By the way, let me mention all the lights in the house are LED. We got rid of the incandescent bulbs, and it did make a big difference. So basically what you see here is the generator not even straining. I expect it to start wet stacking in a few minutes, I guess, being it's a diesel. All right, so it looks like that this test was successful. Now let's go a little further. We're going to turn on the stove. We're going to turn on the, well, we'll start with the stove. We're going to see what this generator does, okay? Hang in there. By the way, the gentleman that you saw on the first floor is 100% disabled. You may have noticed a hospital bed in the scene. We do have a caretaker down there that takes care of him, and he's also deaf too, about 90% deaf, so you probably heard me screaming at him because he can't really hear. All right, just to let you know. All right, so let's go back in and turn on the stove. All right, I'm gonna turn the stove top on. Please don't touch, okay? Don't touch it and get burned. All right, so I don't know what the hell's gonna happen here. I'll turn this on high. Is that the stove? What is this here? I don't even know how to operate this thing. Rear, I guess so. All right, high. All right, is this heating up? Yeah, that's heating up. That's getting hot. That's getting hot. That's getting hot. And I can smell it burning now. Okay, I guess this pie light is out. All right, I'm not going to turn on the oven, just the stove top. And let's see what we got for a load outside. All right, walking and walking and walking. All right, once again, you probably won't be able to hear me, so I'm just going to focus in on the meters. As you can clearly see, the oh, there goes my water I stole. All right, we'll pick that up. As you can clearly see, the oven, or the stove top with all four burners on high, is consuming a lot. Okay, we got 40 amps on each leg, just shy of 40 amps on each leg, with the stove top on and everything else on. It'd be nice if we get natural gas up there. All right, again, that's one of 3 kitchens. The other kitchens have natural gas. All right, so 40 amps each leg is not really all that much, okay? This will handle it no problem. Actually, with the 15 kilowatt head that I swapped on from the lame-ass 8 kilowatt single-phase head, it'll handle it no problem whatsoever. Oh, let's check out the hertz, by the way. See how healthy this thing is. Yeah, so we're doing about 62 hertz. It's like nothing, okay? Unloaded, this thing is going to do 62 hertz. 60 hertz is ideal, but you know, I'm sure if we loaded the thing up to about 60 amps a leg, we'll get it down to 60 hertz. But anyway, this thing is like not even straining. So let me go back in and shut the stovetop off. It's good to know, so in case they need to cook something on the stovetop, at least they could, you know, safely use the burners, okay? I'm not going to bother turning on the oven because I think that's going to be pushing a little bit. Sure to probably bring it up to, who knows, 60 amps. All right, we're back inside now. Without a doubt, these stovetop burners are on. Can't debate that. All right, so let's shut these off before somebody touches them and gets burned. Off, off. Wow, it's hot. Off, off. Okay. So during the power failure, even if I leave the stove on, the breaker downstairs, they can use the stove top without any problems whatsoever. Okay, so the only other thing that consumes a lot of amperage here would be the dryer. Okay, once again, I'm not even going to bother putting that thing on, as I mentioned before. So overall, I think this test is good. We're going to restore the power to the grid power to the house in a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start shutting things down. Now let me go down the basement. Okay, again, you know, when we were doing this and I was flipping the interlock device, the power was out downstairs here, and you probably didn't see it, but now that we have lights, all right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so once again, here's our interlock device. Okay, it's in the up position. The generator breaker is on. Okay, it's on the on position. I can flip it off if I want to, but the more important thing is, though, I can't push the main breaker on. Okay, if I was able to push the main breaker on with the generator breaker on, okay, sorry about wiggling the camera, I'm trying to do a couple things here. If I was able to turn the main breaker on with grid power coming in, with this generator breaker on, I think we could probably smoke something. So the interlock device is working, works well. Again, everything is approved. We're following the procedures, okay, to the T. Everything works good. Got a little label on it, says that our inlet is located in the rear of the building, which it is. So I think the test was successful. Again, in the future, if we do have a power outage, this breaker is going to go off, and possibly this as well. Well, we might leave it on. Okay, that's about it. So I think the test was successful, and do got the two inlet boxes there. I could actually run two generators without any problem. I could probably sneak that one generator onto both services. Okay, not doing anything in the house funny, but out there in the garage I can. The second and third floors have nothing of high load whatsoever. I think I could safely run the entire house with the 15 kilowatt DJC. 15 kilowatt? Somebody's going to question me, why 15 kilowatt? They only made a 12 kilowatt DJC. And that's because we swapped out the 12 kilowatt head with the 15 kilowatt head. All right, so anyway, that's about it. Everything is good. As you saw on the thread and smokestack, we got rid of our two electric heaters a couple weeks ago that were here before. We brought in a natural gas heater. Each one of those electric heaters consumed about 23 amps at 240. They had 5,500 watt elements, and this thing requires no electric whatsoever. It's gonna be great during a power outage, where now I could actually have hot water in the shower. In the past, that didn't happen. We had a few outages that lasted days. Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Irene, and a few after and before. And we did have generator power, had lights, but no stove, obviously, and other things, and as well as hot water. All right, so that's about it. So I think the test was successful. Okay, I'm going to go upstairs and turn off all the lights and everything else that consumes power, get yelled at because the TV's got to go off, and bring the house back up on grid power. So everything you see right now as far as lights, that's all from that generator out there in the garage. Everything is working good. All right, so anyway, that's about it for right now. My next phase of this is building the generator house in the back for the 15.0 DJC, the 7.5 JB, and also my 6.0 DJ BMS. Okay, cool. Anyway, hang in there. We'll be back shortly with new videos on our project. Well, I thought I concluded the video just a few moments ago, but I know all you Onan fans want to see the generator once more. We're going to shut her down. Again, it's a diesel generator, very loud, so I'm not going to bother talking while I'm next to it. We'll take a look at the meter panel now. By the way, I shut off everything in the house that's going to be loading down the system from the first floor apartment. Yeah, I'll show the meters. Should be basically consuming next to nothing, and we'll shut down the set. Okay, here we go. All right, I guess the next thing to do is go down to the basement, to the breaker box, click off the double pole 50 amp breaker, the generator breaker, and turn on the main, assuming that, you know, we have grid power now coming in. Some of you guys on the forum may say, hey, Johnny C, why the hell are you doing like a portable connection when you got these transfer boxes right here, these transfer switches, which work perfect. I got two of these guys. They work perfect, yes they do. I use them in the garage, my other garage where I got all my other generators. They're fun to use and all, but if I install this guy in the house, it's not going to run the whole house. This is only a 70 amp switch right here. So I would actually have to install a sub panel and put what I'm going to call critical circuits on the sub panel, which will be running off this transfer switch. I'd rather do it this way. Yeah, it might be a pain in the ass unrolling this RV 50 amp 6.3G cable, but hey, I could do it now. Maybe in 20 years from now, when I'm 80 years old, I can't do it. Things will be a little different, but for right now, this is going to be good. All right, so moving on. Okay, so I guess we'll start doing our demolition of the wall and the outside walls on the room on the other side of this, and start with the T111 siding. I'm going to be asking questions on the forum for your input, like what would be great. Now, we're not going to be doing an ultra sophisticated type of room for the generators. Again, I'm just looking for something that's going to be safe and secure, provide proper ventilation. Right now, I think we got plenty of ventilation. We got this garage door open. We got some cross ventilation from here. We also have that from here, but I need this garage for other purposes. So when we get to that part and I start building the generator house, we could discuss ventilation and all that other good stuff. For now, I got to get back inside, restore the grid power. That old guy down there, as I mentioned, he's 100% disabled, pretty much near death too. He's going to be bitching and moaning because the only thing in his life right now is that TV set. All right, so let me get that running, otherwise I'm dead. Okay, bye. Hey, now we got regular power. Did you miss your TV because we had to shut the power off?
TV's on.
Right. Should I shut the power off again?
No.
Can I shut the power off again?
No, I don't want to shut it off.
Why?
Because I need that TV.
All right. Okay, if I shut the power off again, you're going to kill me?
You better believe I'm going to kill you.
Okay, I won't shut the power off. That's it. All right. Johnny C from New Jersey. That's it. Okay. Test done.